Yeah, and John Meacham, let's talk about Joe Biden as a campaigner and look over the arc of history. I don't know. You may have been in middle school at least in 1987, so maybe you remember 87, 88.
Right.
But Joe Biden has been an undisciplined candidate, not only in 87, but he said a few things, about an Indian American in 2007 and convenience stores, and then said something about Barack Obama and that struck many people as offensive. And so I guess the question is, are there examples of candidates that you can think of that change their ways? Can you teach an old dog, as they say in the South, new tricks?
You can limit somewhat. You can at least make them limit their tricks to certain moments.
And by the way, shock collar is not allowed to be part of the answer.
Yeah. What I thought you were going to say is this survivable, as you were just saying a second ago. Yes, he's done all those things, but Donald Trump is president, so what the hell do we know?
Bar is very different now,
right? I mean, it's just the topography of American politics has changed, and it seems to me that there's almost nothing Biden could have said or said that would somehow startle a public that has become, I think, tragically but undeniably largely inured to public people saying things that even 5 years ago, we would have solemnly sat and said, "Oh, well, that is the end of this person." It's an era of redemption. It's an era of new episodes of reality TV that is actually our reality. You could make a case, a fairly facile one, but why not, that Biden's incredibly operatic life of highs and lows, of tragedy and comeback, of endurance and durability, is not a bad counter-programming. Again, forgive me for putting it in these terms, but we might as well talk about it, at least in sociological ways. Trump has put on one show. Biden has a narrative plot, a narrative story to tell. If we're going to be trapped in this world, Biden's a pretty good show to put up against that. And I don't mean to say that American politics is a show. I understand real people are involved. The nature of the republic is at stake. I understand all of that. But in raw political narrative terms,
it's a good counter-narrative.
Joe Biden has a story to tell and is a story.
Yeah.
And frankly, far more legitimately and far more authentically than the incumbent president of the United States.
Totally
Steve, the
agree.
media cycle, as Joe pointed out, is obviously different now than it was even in 2008, the last time Joe Biden ran for president.